Hello students, this is Shweta Roy. This video is for Chapter 7 History Part 1, the early states, Janapadas and Mahajanapadas. In this video, we are going to discuss about social life in the later Vedic period. In that we have many subtopics. Then we have political life in the later Vedic period. So these are the topics which we are going to discuss in this video. So here we will start with our topic social life in the later Vedic period. So basically we are going to discuss about the how society was functioning that time. So in society many new groups emerged in later Vedic period. Now who were those new groups? They were priests, warriors, farmers, herders, traders, craft persons, laborers, fishing folk, forest people. So like this, many new group came into existence in the society in the later Vedic period. In all these groups, the priest was having the important position in the society. And the social groups, they were categorized into 4 groups, and these groups were called varnas. So they were divided into varnas, and all these varnas were having different functions, different work to do. Okay, so first were Brahmins, second Kshatriyas or rulers, then Vish or Vaishya, then Shudra. So these are 4 varnas in which the social groups were divided. Now Brahmins. Brahmins were most respectable position. They were having the most respectable position. And what were their function? What they need to do? They were expected to study and teach the Vedas, perform sacrifices and receive gifts. So they used to receive gifts, they used to perform sacrifices, also they study and used to teach Vedas. So this was the work of Brahmins. Now we have Kshatriyas or rulers. Now these Kshatriyas or rulers were expected to protect people from Kshati or harm. Their work was to protect people from Kshati or harm, and that is why they were called Kshatriyas. So they used to fight battles. Also they could perform sacrifices. Now we have Vish or Vaishyas. So these varna, this group was having farmers, herders and traders. So these group was also allowed to perform sacrifices. Now came Shudras. Their work was to serve other 3 varnas. and they were not allowed to perform rituals. They were not allowed to study the Vedas, whether it is men or whether it is women. They were not allowed to study Vedas. Then the topic is untouchables. So in this, what happened, the priests who were having the most respectable position in the Varna system, they classified some people as untouchables. In that, who were there? So in that, craft persons were there, hunters were there, gatherers were there, and also those peoples were there who helped in performing burials and cremations. So those kind of people were considered untouchables. Now no one can go and touch them and contact with them. If anyone is touching them, that will be considered as sin, crime. Now if you see the division, so the society was actually divided into people's occupation. What people were doing, according to that, it was divided in the starting of the Rig Vedic period. But if you see, this was not very sharp at that time. When it was divided in the starting of Rig Vedic period, it was not very sharp. But during later Vedic period, what happened? This Varna system became deep-rooted, rigid and hereditary. So earlier it was divided with the people's occupation. But when it came to the later Vedic period, it became by the birth. Understood how it changed? In starting, it was by the people's occupation. What people were doing, according to that, they were divided. But later on, Brahman's son will be Brahman, Kshatriya's son will be Kshatriya, Vaishya's son will be Vaishya, Sudra's son will be Shudra. So like this, now it came by birth. So how it changed? Now this system was criticized by various segments of the society. Many of the people said that birth cannot decide. By birth we cannot decide what should be the varna of the person. And also they thought that their opinion was that there should be no difference among people on the basis of occupation. Everyone should be everyone should be allowed to perform rituals. In the northeast side, the influence of the priest was less. So there these values were more. So we already discussed about the social life in the later Vedic period. Now we will discuss about the political life in the later Vedic period. So we have the kings. So in early Vedic period, we have already studied in our previous chapter that in early Vedic period there were tribes or communities, and there was word jana. which was used to describe the people or community. Now Jana choose their leader or Raja. Jana means the community or the people, citizen. And they were choosing their leader or Raja. But in later Vedic period, some men began to be recognized as Raja by performing big sacrifices like Ashwamedh Yajna, Rajasuya Yajna and Vajapeya Yajna. So by performing these sacrifices, they became Raja. They were recognized as Raja. Now, what is Ashwamedh Yajna or horse sacrifice? In this, what was happening? A powerful Raja used to perform this to expand their territory. In this, what was happening? Raja used to allow a horse with his emblem to roam freely in the neighboring kingdoms. Okay, the horse was allowed to roam around in the neighboring kingdom, and there were Raja's men who used to guard the horse, and if any other Raja is stopping it, there would be a fight, and whoever will win, they will annex the defeated king's territory. Otherwise, the region from where the horse is passing, that all will come under the rule of the king who has performed the yajna. And after this, he used to call all the Rajas who has already accepted his subordinates. He used to call all them, and these all Rajas will brought gifts for him. Also, there were the specially trained priest who used to perform these rituals, and they used to sprinkle water on the king, sacred water on the king, and also this ordinary people or the Vish, they also used to bring gift for the Raja after that. But in this, Shudras could not participate. In many of the rituals, Shudras could not participate. So this was a kind of yajna or horse sacrifice which was done that time. And like this, the kings used to take over others' territories. You must have heard about Ashwamedh Yajna in Ramayana also. I hope you all understood all the topics taught in this video. Thank you.